to Oklahoma High School's girls basketball between the lines on this Monday night, folks. Monday night. Guess what happens on Tuesday night?
He's the winner. I feel like Christmas Eve.
I'm telling you, it's what we've been waiting for all summer long. We've been through pregame. We've been through scrimmages. We've been through bumps and bruises. But now it's time. It's time, folks. Ain't no hiding. Ain't no hiding, folks. You got to put the best out there with the best. Because guess what's going to happen? If you ain't making plays, coach is going to be doing this. Get out.
Come on.
Get out.
Really?
Girls going to be doing this.
Really?
1 foul. 2 fouls. Come sit next to me. And guess what happens after that? It's a buzzer beater. Welcome. What's up, Coach V? Are you ready?
We're ready. We didn't have school today, so we couldn't
practice.
practice.
You got snowed in by Frosty the Snowman. I was out there slipping and sliding, Coach. I was so nervous, Coach. I was nervous this morning, Coach. The Genesis tabbed me. It took me in, Coach. I said, thank you, Lord, because I was scared, Coach. I ain't going to lie to you. I don't get scared on a lot of things because like Gabe said, either you like my pops or you don't. But this morning, the ice didn't like me.
The ice did not. Nope. Didn't like a lot of people.
It didn't like me, Coach. Hey, I'm excited for a great show, folks. Here we go. We kick off high school basketball 25-26 season. We here. It ain't no more. Hey, ain't no more preseason.
Year two, Coach.
Year two. But it ain't no more preseason. If you lose, it goes down as an L. If you win, it goes down as a W. Now you're trying to stack your chips. You're trying to get ready for district play. You're trying to get ready for conference. You're trying to get ready for all these big-time tournaments. We got tournaments coming up this weekend, Coach. We'll be in Arkansas next weekend. You got tournaments coming up. You got the Hare Panther Classic coming up. Yep. There's a lot of things coming up, folks. Tonight, we can't talk about every team, but we're going to talk about 10 teams that we saw some good matchups this coming opening night on Tuesday night. Me and Coach V, he put a list together. So some teams we'll talk about and things like that. We want to give a shout out to all the Oklahoma teams that went out and represented Oklahoma in Texas this weekend down there at the, the Dallas Festival, or what was it, Coach?
They were shootout game.
Shootout game. PC
game, and I think Glenpool went to one in Missouri. So, but I think every team, I think someone posted, and I think I saw that every Oklahoma team won at that point down there in DFW. Now, PC North beat some powerhouses now. I don't know where they're at 6A. We'll see, because everybody has film. Everybody will have film. But to go down there and represent Oklahoma and beat Duncanville and DeSoto, I'm telling you what, you're playing some athletes down there.
Well, Coach, I'm going to say this. People going to get mad at me. I'm probably going to get booed. I'm probably going to get thrown off the show. I think PC North is a good team, but I think they're beatable, Coach. I think they're beatable. Well, I know they got some great athletes. I think the Jefferson girl is amazing. I think she's a good play. I think the Constant girl, I think she's number 11. The guard, I think she's going to UNLV. I think that's where she's going. I think they're going to North Colorado, something like that. But I think those two do help them. I think that they didn't have them, they're just the average PC North team. They got some players. I saw Paige. She did some good things. The 24 young lady, I really liked her game. I think that was a young lady who was over at PC West and took her talents over there to PC North. What is it, Coach?
Gray's her last name.
Yes, great shooter. I like her a lot. I thought she had a good game. I think they're a good team, but I think there's a team that can give them everything they want. And I think that's the Choctaw Yellow Jackets because of what they bring to the table. They got some size, they got some speed, they got some good athletes, and they got some shooters. PC North, me and CJ argued this yesterday. I said I didn't think North was a great outside shooting team. I think the Jefferson girl is a big-time difference maker. She got rebounds. She played good defense. She had a lot of putbacks. But I didn't see them knocking down shot after shot. Not saying, hey, it might have been a bad shooting night. We argued this yesterday. A good argument, but, you love arguments. But I didn't think they were a great shooting team. I think if a team got hot and they got behind, and having to score threes, they might be in trouble. That's why I think Chata with the Deville girl, was it Duvall? Duvall young lady, and then Eston, and then Navarro can get them hand. And they got the young lady that shoot the threes all the time. Lennox, I think they got girls that can shoot, and they got a little bit of size, and they got enough athletes to keep up with them. So that's why I think Chata would be a kind of a nemesis for PC North. Now, I might be wrong, but I do have my opinion, and that's what I'm saying, Coach. I do think Chata's a team that we can get him some fits. I think Union can because of their size. I don't know how great the shooter team is. Bigsby, everybody know Bigsby's always good size, a good shooting team.
Yep.
But I think if you run into a team that can shoot, they're going to be in trouble. Now I'm going to make a prediction, Coach.
All right.
I think they'll lose 2 games this year in 6A.
Okay. They lost one last year and got it back, but I think there's a couple teams. I think the thing in 6A is going to separate the pack is going to be guard play.
Yes, sir.
And it's whether shooting or being able to handle that tempo as somebody presses on you. You talked about Bixby. Bixby's going to have good guard play. Choctaw, good guard play. Westmore will be another one that has good guard play.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I think the difference will be the guard play to handle pressure. Everybody's got about the right amount of size, 6'1", 6 foot, but I think it's going to be guard play. And we saw, you talk about Choctaw, wasn't there, but, Douglas put pressure on him, and Choctaw's guard play was able to handle that pressure. And so Choctaw could be a team, we had to pick 8. I don't know where everybody be at. We'll find out probably after a couple weeks and everybody plays, but whoever can have the best guard play that can handle pressure, get in an offense that makes somebody play a half-court set will probably be the team that can get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I truly believe that. I think that's the truth.
Want to run up down and go buckets baseline to baseline? BC North, a couple others come to mind that can do that baseline to baseline. But if you can handle that press and pressure, and you can get to a half-court game, then, I think there's about 4 or 5 teams that can make that happen.
No, I think, like I said, I think you're 100% right. Like I said, and the only reason I think Choctaw stands out because, they got a chance to play a team like Douglas, and you heard what Coach Maloney said he wants to play the best of the best because right now it doesn't count against him. So why not get ready to play a team like PC North if he has to meet them in a tournament that he's already faced teams like that, which is a good move. Like I said, big shout out to the Oklahoma teams going down there and taking care of business. Dale City went down there and took care of business. Had a couple of young ladies get banged up. It seemed like everybody's going to be all right. Coach White's doing the right thing. She's getting them ready for battle-tested, games. No one, I don't think coaches are all about being undefeated no more. First, like coach, I got to go undefeated. It don't matter. It matters when it gets to that February and March. It's when you get a chance to play on that big court, and nobody cares about what your record is in regular season. Coach, if y'all are worried about those things, you worry about the wrong thing. You got to worry about what happens in March and in February, the end of February, beginning of March. So I think that's where you got to be at. Everything else is just is putting in.
Remember 4A down though. Your every game does matter because it does matter in your ranking and your seeding.
Well, I'm just saying the bigger schools,
right?
6A, 5A, they're not.
No, they're win-win situation. You get pushed, you get competed, you win, sir. Great. If you lose, then you got tested, and then you go back to practice and you get ready for district play.
No, you're 100% right. That's what I'm saying. So I think what these teams are doing, going to Texas and going to Missouri and going to all these different other places. Like so, we'll be in Arkansas next week, playing in the Tournament of Champions of Arkansas. Then you're gonna turn around and play in the Tournament of Champions of Oklahoma, which 2 good tournaments. Then you're gonna go play in the Titan Classic, which is a big time tournament with some good teams. I think Bigsby's in there. Some really good teams. Dale City's not in there this year, but I think they're going to different places. I know Newcastle's going up to Phoenix. So you got a lot of these teams are going to big time tournaments though. And like even your tournament, coach, you got some big time players in there. It ain't no Scooby-Doo snacks that you're gonna maybe get away with with some easy lollipop games like, oh, we're gonna come in here and play some. No, you're gonna have to get battle tested. So you might get one cupcake, but you're not getting two, Coach. You're not getting two.
My tournament, you might get the frosting. That's about all you're gonna get in our tournament. I'm just telling you right now, you might get the frosting. Because after that, it's pretty tough.
But she said, "Coach, you might get a little lick, but that's about all you're getting. You're gonna have to lace up your shoes and come play. You gotta lace them up. Don't be wearing your Vans. You better put on your Jordans."
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what. At 10 o'clock, that 7th and 8th place game is gonna be a pretty tough game just in the morning. I mean,
I love it, Coach. I love it. But you want to get this party started with our top 10 teams for this week's game. Opening night is tomorrow night. Del City's playing tonight, so I can't really say opening night.
I knew some were playing tonight.
Del City's playing Santa Fe South, and what happened to Santa Fe South last week against Newcastle?
Ooh, man,
what happened, Coach?
No, 96-2.
96-2, Coach. Everybody played. Coach, they were buzzing people in from the concession stand.
Not to a person came in.
Popcorn man, you want to get in? Come on.
That's right. Let me find what in the world.
Oh, Coach.
That background. Hang on, man. I'm messing up, Coach.
Messing up, Coach. Come on, man. You're like, this is our first night. It's opening night, Coach. You got to be ready.
I'm thinking about my preseason. Shoot. I'm sleeping tonight thinking about game time. I got a 2-hour drive, so I get plenty of time to think about my game.
I hope the weather's permitting tomorrow, Coach. Hope the weather's permitting.
Why is that not?
Well, folks, we'll be right back after one of our sponsors on Oklahoma High School Girls Between the Lines. It's time to give them some love, the people that help us pay the bills around here. So we'll be right back.
Above the Line Hoops, helping players achieve their goals through recruitment, exposure, and promotion.
Welcome back to Oklahoma High School Girls Between the Lines. Here we go on this Monday night as we get ready for tip-off. Tip-off, like I said, Del City's playing tonight against Santa Fe. They took a big-time loss last week against Newcastle as they opened up their season up last week. So like I said, some big games coming up tomorrow night. We got the top 10 games that we thought was the top 10. I mean, every game could be a top 10 to everybody, but these are the games that kind of stood out to us that, we kind of want to talk about some of the teams that's going to be, tipping off tomorrow. Most girls' games tip off about 6 o'clock. You got Ada versus Tuttle. You got Middle City and Guyman. You got Bishop Kelly versus Booker T. Washington. You got Norman Piedmont. To me, I think that's going to be a top game. I mean, you got two good district teams fighting right off the bat. Piedmont's a team that I think that's probably going to end up winning that district. I know UConn and Deer Creek probably be mad at me saying that. And you got Mustang Westmore, two quality teams with D1 players on the court. Then you got Muskogee and Jinx. We got a chance to scrimmage Jinx last week, a team that's pretty decent, but I think Muskogee's going to come out on that. This is a game this is the game that really triggers me, Coach V. It's Edmond Memorial. Losing two girls to go off to play at, Power 4 basketball. One on the way, took her talents to Oregon. The other one's at Utah. I know the young ladies at Oregon is playing good. Williams is doing good things for them. And Chata, I think I just talked about Chata a minute ago, Coach. I think they have the tools. They have all the tools. Coach is opened his game up. You heard him last week. He had to change some things around, and he has. He's opened up his deal. He had to change his mindset, Coach, to what he's doing to let these girls go out and play the game that they're at. He got good athletes that can get up and down the court, so he had to change the tune. He's not playing that same tune he was playing before, Coach. He's opened it up. That's what Coach has done. He's changed it up a little bit. So looking forward to see what Chata can do. Who else do we have on that list? Then you got Bartlesville. I think, we had their young lady on the show. I think they're going against Broken Arrow. Broken Arrow lost some girls, but I still think they're a good team, well coached up. Coach, I think this might be the biggest one on the board, Edmond North and Deer Creek.
Why you say that?
Because you got two powerful teams up there at Edmond. Good guard play. Edmond North, is led by their outstanding young post player.
They got a good guard, too. They got a guard that signed at Kearney, Nebraska, Gracie Jackson. She signed Kearney, Nebraska, so they got a good guard too.
That's what I'm saying. So you're looking at Edmond, North, that's with a great coach. Coach P, he go hard, man. He gonna yell, he gonna scream, but he gonna love you too. But you're looking at Deer Creek. I mean, trying to find a player. Had a couple girls, get away. I watched one of their top players they had last year, Nadia. She played on that Duncanville team. She might have been Duncanville's leading scorer. Everybody can talk about PC North beating Duncanville, but Duncanville started five sophomores, coach. 5 sophomores.
Yeah.
So that team's going to be loaded for a couple more years, and they're still young and they're still getting to learn each other, like I said. But I'm looking, that's going to be an intriguing game, with Darren Johnson running the point guard for Deer Creek. And then you got Peyton Jones coming in as a freshman coming from Grind Prep. Now she gets to play a truly first high school game. It ain't no running clock, coach. You know how it is with a running clock. And the clock is ticking. Now you're going to have 8 minutes.
Right.
You're going to play 8 minutes. It was 8 minutes might turn into 12, 13 minutes. Depends on how many times the whistle blows and how many times they stop it. So you in foul trouble. They're going to call fouls more in regular season and not in preseason. So that's going to be an intriguing game. Both of those games stand a lot with the Westmore and then the Piedmont. Those are big time games, coach. Those are big time games because both those 4 teams right there in the same district, Norman, Piedmont, Edmond North, Deer Creek. Hey, you lose the game, coach. You starting off with an L.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now you got to crawl, especially if you lose a game on your home court. You're starting in the cellar and you got to dig your way out. What do you think?
Well, I mean, I think, the thing there is that you're talking about these games that are here. I mean, I think the games that are intriguing to me are Norman and Piedmont. You
Yes,
got
sir.
Piedmont who's got seniors. You got Norman who has some seniors who come back, the Hibble kid and
Comeback player, coach. Comeback player of the year.
Comeback kid, and I think the thing there is it's a game of that is a question mark. Is Piedmont ready to step up, beat a traditional Norman team? Now, Norman is new coach, new program, but Chad does a good job there. They're going to be ready to go.
Yes, sir.
So that's the game that kind of goes Mustang and Westmore. I think Mustang and Westmore, to me, I think that sets up a good tone of, we're ready to contend for a title in the very first game. I mean, you got a state runner-up, you got a state contender there in Westmore, D1 players. I don't know if Mustang is going to be I don't know if Mustang's going to have Maya back yet or not. I mean, obviously she's a D1 commitment. So, I don't know about that, and then you talked about Edmond North, who, again, the Durley kid's gone and a couple other kids are gone that were there. They do have the Hall kid, the big post kid you talked about, the Hall kid.
Yes, sir.
Edmond North. And Deer Creek, it's time for Deer Creek to play. I mean, they've got talent now. It's time to go.
It starts with their post player, Adriana, and if Adriana's going out there taking care of business, I mean, they can do some big things.
Right.
The offense is going to run through her. It's going to start with her and Darren Johnson. Now, like I said, you got Jazz out for the season, with a hurt knee. So, so they got to find who's going to be their third scorer, coach. I mean,
Right.
what you're going to get from Adriana. You know what you're going to get from Darren Johnson. But who's going to be the third scorer, coach? That's where it falls in that. You're asking a freshman to come in and maybe be sometimes my leading scorer because
Right.
Adriana's going to get everything thrown at her but the kitchen sink. So then Darren Johnson, now not only does she have to control the ball up front, but now she got to dish it off to the right girls and make sure she's not getting foul trouble. And that's something that she kind of struggled with a little bit is getting in foul trouble. So now you're saying, hey, Peyton Jones, are you ready to give me the keys? Wait a second, coach. I got them right here. Are you ready for me to give you the keys to drive the car? If you're not, I got to give it to somebody else, coach. So that's where we're at. So that's what I'm saying. So I think Deer Creek is going to be fine as the season goes on, but I think Edmond North gets them tomorrow night.
Well, the deal with Deer Creek is you talk about it's going to go inside. So who's going to hit outside? I mean, sometimes, you know what? You guard a team, you let them go inside first before you take away the shooters. I think on Deer Creek, it's a little bit opposite. I think you dare somebody to shoot and you take away the post. I may be wrong. I mean, I don't scout 6A. I mean, I don't watch film on them that much. But I think the thing there is that you're going to make somebody shoot to open up the gap. And if no one can knock down that jumper, then you know what? She's going to get packed in inside.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what Peyton Jones come at, though. That's what she comes in at, coach. And can she knock down those jumper consistent? That's asking a lot for a 14, 15-year-old young lady that hasn't been in there. I'm telling you, coach, right now, hands down, we've talked about this night in and night out. AU ball and high school ball is totally too different.
It is.
People can talk about AU ball, but I'm telling you, high school ball, you're fighting off screens, 2 to 3 screens. I mean, these girls are setting screens. Hey, you ball, you might fight off one screen. So this is where you're going to find out where these freshmen at. I know we talked about you got the Fresh Show, who some of the top freshmen watched the show last night, the Middale coaches show with the high school girls coaches with Mariah, Coach Richie, and Coach Malloy from Coach Knight Malloy from Midwest City. And then the young man asked Brooklyn, "Are you the top freshman?" Her deal was, I think I am. Hey, good answer. You know what I'm saying? That's how you should. Right. You should be confident. But now you got to realize you got a lot of pressure on you because, hey, you're one of the top freshmen. Hey, you got an offer. Everybody knows who you are. So you got to be ready night in and night out. You got to be ready to go to work. If you take a night off, guess what? It might not be a great night. Right. And, you open it up and you're going to Guyman for your first high school game.
Coach Chapman got some shooters up there at Guyman
Coach,
now.
You're going to be on that bus. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, you bounce around for 4 or 5 hours. When you get off, you're still going to be bouncing around because you've been on the bus for 4 or 5 hours. Would I want that to be my kid's first high school game? Probably not. But, you want to be at home, but you're going to Guyman. You're not going to bring a lot of fans to Guyman. I don't think Midwest is going to bring. I mean, and the Bombers do a good job bringing fans. But, man, to be in your first game, like I said, this team got a lot of girls coming back, and they added a star from Texas. So, hey, not only they come to Midwest, they got Midwest City coming to them Friday night. They go drive down to Carl Albert this coming Friday. Midwest City Tuesday night. Then they're going to turn around and drive to Carl Albert Friday night. So, hey, they're saying we can knock off 2 Middale teams in 1 week, Coach, in 1 week.
Coach Chapman does a good job. I mean, he's going to run 8 or 9, maybe 10 kids. And, last year they gave Dell City a run in the playoffs, So I don't think he lost much. His daughter's a good player, Coach's daughter. So, that's going to be a tough one for Midwest City getting out of the gate. Ada and Tuttle, that's a rivalry game.
That's a tough game.
I was at Tuttle, and I can tell you right now, I did not like playing at Ada. I did not like it. Did not like to drive. And so that's going to be a tough game out of the gate for both those teams, And then you talk about, Muskogee. How about Muskogee now? Let's see where Muskogee's at against Jinx.
I think Muskogee got all the pieces. I think they're beat up on Jinx. We scrimmage Jinx. Not saying Jinx is bad, but I don't think they got enough horsepower to stay with Muskogee. I didn't see a lot of great shooting from Muskogee. I know the Holmes girls are pretty good, and I don't know the young lady that came over from Booker T. I know she kind of got banged up. I don't know if she's still out or not, but I know the 2 home girls can be enough problems for any high school team that's going against them. Both got good offers, and so they're going to go play the next level, the high level. So I just think if he finds some depth in that Muskogee team, I think they can do some things. But if you don't find the depth, like I told you, those 8 minutes turn. I mean, I know it's 8 minutes, but you got to think about it. 8 minutes comes along when the clock stops and this and that and that and that. And then, then you get girls in foul trouble if you're not really deep in the bench. And that's where a lot of these teams are going to fall in fact that hey, in scrimmages, they really didn't call foul. Nobody foul out. Now these girls yes, sir. Now these girls got to learn like, hey, if you get in foul trouble, you're going to be sitting next to coach. And no coach wants a star player sit next to him. You're not doing me any justice if you're sitting next to me. We both can't sit here and look good on the bench. One of us got to be out there getting sweaty. You know what I'm saying? One of them got to be out there getting sweaty. And it ain't going to be me. You're playing. We got you playing. I already did my plan, so you need to be checking in. So it's going to be interesting, man. You're going to get to see some good time ball tomorrow. Bartlesville and Broken Arrow.
I'm ready for Coach Shaw and him to step up this year. I mean, he's got Sammy on there. He's got a couple other players that are on there that are guards.
Yes, sir.
I believe a kid named Addie Jones. Hopefully I got the right school. I'm shooting off the top of my head, but, he works hard and he's ready to go and he puts pride in his program. He might be one of the high schools that promotes his kid probably just as much.
No, he does a good job. Coach Shaw, we're going to give you love, man. Make sure you get everybody out there in Bartlesville to like and subscribe. We are still behind our forecast. We need everybody that's going to watch the show tomorrow. Tomorrow is grab a friend and tell them to like and subscribe. Folks, if you not see what we're doing, we got the Fresh Show, we got the Comeback, we got the 60 Minutes Coach V, we got our show. Man, I'm telling you right now, who's giving you any more coverage? And we're not sitting in nobody's library doing a show. We are sitting and giving you good graphics, giving you good things, the stuff that we put out, man, kids are tagging us. So I like to thank every young lady that's doing that. And like I said, man, the season is here. So we're going to be talking high school basketball week, probably at least twice a week. And I know Coach has got his games he got to do. My daughter plays, so there'll be times we're at the game. But I know when we're both on the road, I'll be taking my laptop with me, doing shows from where we're at. So we're gonna keep you updated what's going on week in and week out. If we might not do it on the show, we might be on our Twitter page. So make sure you tune in at Oklahoma Between the Lines on our Twitter page. And like I said, check out some of the new shows we're putting out. The Fresh. I love the comeback kid. I love the comeback kid. I love it. The graphics on it is beautiful, man. It's Coach V does a great job, folks. I got to pat him on the back. Well, Coach, what else you like? We haven't talked about Dell.
Dell. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, Dell. That is a rivalry. I mean, that is like, don't date my girlfriend type thing or whatever. I mean, they don't like each other. They don't like each other in softball. They don't like each other in basketball. They don't like each other in slow pitch. I mean, they just don't like each other.
They just don't like each other, Coach.
Nope. And Coach Smith does a great job at Dell. He plays tough competition. He's got his team ready to go. He's got Skylar Anderson as a guard. He's got I believe a Penley kid as a post player.
Yeah, I think she's originally from Elgin.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I think her little brother plays football over here at Colorado. So, I think she's a softball player too. I think that's why she went to Dell to play softball and basketball. Dell got a good chance to make another run. Skylar Anderson, like I said, a young lady, is in her senior year. She's trying to do big things over there for Dell. I know we had Shelby on the show. Fresh show. I think she's running 6-man, and I think they got Addie over there, another young lady that's a freshman. So, I mean, they're not going to fall off, Coach. And, and Coach does a good job getting girls that love basketball that's going to move in, year in, year out, because it's a basketball school. Why not go there? You're going to get coached up, and you're going to get to play basketball year round. So, looking for Dell to do big
addition this year. He got the kid in our conference who was there in junior high and went to Tecumseh with her mom who became AD. And Peyton Bays came back and – she got about 15, but she's a point guard. And that takes the ball out of Skylar's hands. Let Skylar move to the 2.
Yes, sir.
And let's become so I think they're better this year than they were last year because they've added another ball handler that has experience and high IQ that can play. And so the Bays kid adds that piece. Now, I'm going to tell you, Coach Plunk now, he's his dad's a legend down there at Lida, and his son took over down there. Coach Plunk does a good job at Lida, and they'll be ready to go. And somehow down there in Ada, they find them 6'1" girls, and they're gonna bring some height, And I got 5'9", 5'10". They got 6 footers down there. I mean,
Coach, are you telling me there's gonna be an upset tomorrow night? Is that what you're telling me?
Man, I can't go there. I can't go against Coach Smith. Coach Smith does a good job, man. I can't. I gotta give him the win.
Well, Coach, I'm gonna ask you this question: out of all the 10 games we picked, do you see any upsets on the table?
Ooh, well, I mean, let me ask you now: is Mustang up state runner-up?
Mustangs is kind of tricky right now. I think Westmore is good. They're gonna go as far as the sisters take them. The Precious young ladies take them. I know they got some young girls that can use them there, and I know they got a freshman in Mercedes that's pretty good. I think Westmore is a good team. I do. I think Mustang right now, it depends on if Maya's back. I know their big post player is down and hurt right now. I don't think she's gonna get to play this season. I think it's her second season being hurt. Folks, I wish everybody to stop, and we got to start saying a prayer. Man, too many of these young ladies are getting hurt with these ACLs, and I don't know what to do. You can't prevent it. Sometimes they can just kind of turn one way and then it messes something up. I don't know what you got to do, parents. If you got to read about it, get them in some kind of physical therapy. I mean, not some kind of training to build those muscles up. I don't know. If I had the answer, I would give it to everybody, but I don't. But I'm so tired of seeing these young ladies get hurt and don't get to finish their senior year or junior year, even going into their freshman year. These girls are out, and this is something they worked hard for all year. So it's like you want to go out there and put baby, wrap around your kid because you're so scared. Every time my kid gets on the court, but you can't be scared because there's a plan for everything. But I just wish there's some way that maybe you parents read up about it, what you can do. I know we went to yo-yo, and I know it's helped a lot with our muscles, building the muscles up. But so that's one thing I don't want to see this season is young ladies get hurt. I think we're having too much of that. I want to see every young lady get the chance to, one, play high school ball, and chance 2, to go play at the highest level they can play.
Yeah, I agree. You know, I mean, sometimes there's a lot to it, and you know, and you can try to prevent it. You know, there's ways that you can do that, what you eat and your core and your hamstrings and your quads. You know, they say that for females, the core is the stabilizer. It controls your body weight. Your decelerators are your hamstrings and your quads. You know, but I've seen kids that have legs like tree trunks and you know, a 3-pack, 4-pack, whatever, and they still do it. I mean, you know, it's just, you know, but maybe their speed of recovery is not as long. You know, I mean, and so, but there is some science to it. But you know, I don't know. I've seen kids that work on it hard, and it still happens. So it is a bad thing and part of the game for girls basketball. You know, and I hate when it happens for kids, and especially in high school because you know you don't get any years back. It's not you don't get a medical red shirt.
No, you don't. You
can't be a 21-year-old playing high school ball. You know,
every coach is like that. But coach, you didn't answer my question. If there's any upset on the board, who you think it'll be? You can ask me the same question. I'll give you the answer too.
You know, all right, I'm gonna go through it. You know, Ada at Tuttle. You know, Ada's missing some pieces. That you know, lost your kid that went to Auburn last year, the guard. They do have a kid named Campos, who's a good post player, but I think Tuttle, Midwest City. Man, I tell you, Midwest City Guyman, it kind of might be the one. I don't know.
I think Guyman. I just think I mean, I don't care who it is. It could be Carl Albert going there tonight. It could be Dell City. It could be Piedmont. It could be Chicken Joe George going there tonight. You know, I just think that being in that bus that long, your first game, everybody's going to have the jitters. Everybody's going to be nervous, and you still because I mean, this is the deal. You've had these lineups. All these coaches are throwing these different lineups, but every coach knows how many girls you're going to go with, who's going to be a starter, who's not going to be a starter. So, yeah, granted, I might have played this girl here. But am I really going to play in the situation? No, you're not. Because it's a district game. You're looking to win. You got to stay ahead of who else is in your district. So it's a big game. This is one of the teams that's in your district that can knock some people off. You got, you know, in the Carl Albert district, Midwest City district, you know, you got Carl Albert, Midwest City, you got El Reno, you got, you know, Guyman. So those are your top 4 teams, you know, and so you're fighting for seating rights. No matter, I know it starts tomorrow, but you're still fighting for seating rights. So I think Guyman's going to be tough.
I'm going to give my nod, whether it's upset or not, I'm going to give my nod to Bartlesville. Bartlesville, Broken Arrow.
Oh, Bartlesville knock over Broken Arrow?
Yep.
I'm going to ride with you on that. I think so, too. I think Coach Shaw's going to do a good job to get those girls going up. Broken Arrow still got some new girls coming in. They lose their top player. She goes off and plays at Michigan now. So they're having to rebuild. They had a bunch of seniors on the team last year. Always going to be good because it's a big school. They got a bunch of players. But, you know, now you got to get that chemistry. And that's why I think with Guyman, you only lost one girl. You had one girl moving. It's supposed to be a top player. So, you know, I get a chance to see her Friday night up close myself. I mean, I think Midwest City goes in there. You know, you got some new girls that came in. You got Promise that came in.
Right.
Brooklyn, you got Riri, a lot of girls, JJ, a lot of these young girls coming in that you're going to call upon. You win ball.
Guyman? Did you go Guyman?
Did I go to Guyman?
Yeah.
I'm picking Guyman.
All right. Well, I'm just saying, though, like, you know, again, you know, when you're in Guyman, I don't know where those officials come from. They may come from Class A, Class 2A. What I'm saying is they may not let you play in Guyman that you do down here against Del City, Midwest City, Carl Albert.
No, you might not be able to touch them. It might be every time, you know?
You know, so can you know if that's the case, can you adjust and can your top players still apply pressure defense is what you're living on without committing fouls?
Well, I'm going to ask you this, Coach. Tomorrow's Tuesday night. What's there to do in Guyman? The crowd's going to be.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be loud you at the free throw line, Coach.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, you know, and I think they can handle the pressure. They handled Del City's last year. So,
but Coach, you're looking at a bunch of new girls coming in.
Yeah.
You got freshmen that's never been in this. I mean, you're playing AAU, everybody's loud. But when you're in somebody's home court, people's going to call you, your mama's a booger wolf, your daddy look like a wolf, or you're going to get called all kind of names, Coach. I mean, that's just the way it is when you get ready for high school basketball. I tell my kid all the time, people's probably going to talk bad about your daddy. They're probably going to talk bad about your mama. You got to tune it out. But when you're in Guyman and there ain't nothing else to do in Guyman, I don't know if Memphis is going to bring 40, 50 people. Guyman's going to have the whole town there.
Well, I think the deal there is that if Coach Knight and them get by Guyman, I think that's a good test for them early.
It's a great test.
Great test for them. So, so I like Guyman at home because of the experience they have, and I saw him play last year and a couple kids you add. But I tell you, if Midwest City can get out of that game with a dub, that's a good win
That's
from
a big
on the
win,
road.
Coach.
Great win
Big
from
win.
on the road.
Big win on the road, man. Like I said, man, that's gonna be par for anybody to go. I don't care if it's Carl Albert, I don't care if it's Southeast, I don't care if it's Guthrie, I don't care if it's El Reno. It's gonna be a tough place. I'm not picking Middle City because hey, they're our arch rival. I'm a bomber, always gonna be a bomber, but I'm just saying it's gonna be a tough game. If we was going down to Guyman this week, this week, I would probably feel the same way. It's gonna be a tough place. It's a place that you can split. So you got to bring your A game. If you drive on that bus for 5 hours and you get off and you still sleepy, guess what, Coach? You're gonna come back with you're gonna come back with an L, Coach. You're gonna come back with an L. We got Southeast tomorrow. I don't know nothing about Southeast. You got a bunch of girls that's gonna start playing together. You got different starting lineups. I mean, you're looking at, you know what you're gonna get from Jakari, you know what you're gonna get from Audrey. You got Hatchet, you got Harold, then you got Sutton, as your starting lineup, that's the first time a lot of them has played together. Yeah, you play some scrimmages, but it's been piecey, it's been here and there. Who's going to be your sixth man? Who's going to be your seventh man? Who's going to be the one that can come off and help you when your team is down? If somebody gets in foul trouble, you got to look at all those things, man. Now you got to coach. Now you got to start putting the puzzle together. You can't just say, hey, I'm going to sub in for this girl. Now you got to put X's and O's together, Coach. How do you feel about your team tomorrow? I know you got Clinton, but you never know what Clinton got. You don't know if somebody moved in last night.
They got 2 move-ins. I saw film on them from a scrimmage, so we got a little film on them, But again, though, it's like every coach, man. We look at that lineup of those teams there, and I'll throw it up here real quick. You look at that, you look at them, and what the question mark there is that how deep are you? I'm looking at teams. I go, okay, win over here, win over there, but win over here, and wait a minute, you're in foul trouble. Wait a minute, I don't know. Say where's Midwest City at if Brooklyn was getting 2 quick fouls? Where's Midwest City at? They scrimmaged with her, being a very dominant player in her offense, and now you got a kid like Promise or somebody else has got to step up and handle that ball now. Same thing for the Titans. You've got your 5. What happens is, I don't know, tomorrow night, Jakari picks up 2 quick. Now somebody got to come off the bench and where are they going? And I think for y'all, that's the freshman. And so how's the freshman going to react in a varsity game? Yes, I think when we look at those 10 games, there's teams. I think the only one that don't have that question probably, honestly, is Westmore.
Yes, sir.
I think that's the only team, and Dale. I think those are the only 2 teams on that 10 list that probably do not have question marks as far as roster depth, who's playing, whatever. Westmore as Bastiste, who's the post player. They've got the Mercedes kid. I mean, they got everybody back almost. And they just threw a big 6'1" girl in there.
Yeah.
And so I think when you look at that list, the question would be, what's your 7th for us? What's going to be our 7th, 8th man? We're on the road. We're at Clinton. I don't know what we're going to get. I mean, we may get officials, where they call hand check. Then we're going to get here against Jones. It's going to beat each other up. You know what I mean? I mean, you got to adjust. And so my 7th, 8th, maybe 9th man, first game of the year may be important. And I think all those teams check that box except for maybe Westmore, who comes back with what I think has no question marks on their roster. Probably. Yeah. That's just my opinion. But I think, and Dale, I think everybody else has got good 5. Now, what's their 7th man going to look like?
That's it. Well, Coach, man, that's pretty good. We'll do it again this week. I mean, I know we got some games this coming Friday night. I think we will open up again at home against Guyman. So I get a chance to see them up close. They're gonna be sitting at 1-0 and 0-1, and we're hoping to put them at 0-2. So that's our goal. And I know you got this Tuesday night, and then what do you have the rest of the week? Or are you off?
No, we play Friday. Little Axe
Friday night. I mean,
so quick, man, it's always down the road, man. I get home in bed by the time you get home from your game.
That's it. Well, Coach, you know what time it is, man. I've we both been working hard and getting these shows done. I know you've been putting a lot out there with the other shows you've been doing, and I've been doing some stuff on Keep It 100 as we get ready to close out high school football. Folks, get out and catch a game this week. Class 6A, big and small, will be playing their championship game this week. Every game will be played over at Chad Richardson Stadium at UCO. You got your Colorado Titans, going for gold ball
game.
Going against gold ball 20 against Bishop McGinnis, a team that's I think is the hottest team right now in 5A football. Knocked out some great teams, but Colorado's a team that's well coached, man. I mean, we've had coaches on the staff for 20 some years, and that makes a big difference, folks. If you understand, when you've had a guy that's coached the same type of way for 20 years and they do it the Titan way, it makes a big difference. But Bishop McGinnis is not going to back down from it. It's going to be a great deal. Then you start all your 4A, 3A, and 2A. A game that I'll be intrigued with is going to be Marlowe and Jones. I had a chance to drop the show today with the Jones, two outstanding players, their linebacker, Luke, and then their star quarterback in Hanson, two great seniors. Got 2 games left. They don't want to end it this Friday night, so they want to fight one more week and try to play Washington or OCS in the championship next week at UCO again. But a lot to talk about. Like I said, we could be on here all night and talk high school girls basketball. Granted, sorry if we didn't get to every team. We'll try to break down just like this each week. We'll bring in 10 different games that we want to talk about. Hopefully you can make the list. But folks, we need you to like and subscribe. Always give us feedback. I want to give a shout out to my lady down there in Pahowski. We haven't heard from her. We haven't heard from my girl Brooklyn Miles, and we ain't heard from Mom. So we want to give y'all some love. Hope y'all had a happy Thanksgiving. We want you to all retweet us and send us some love, man. I've been feeling sad. Me and Coach talked about this last night, man. We don't know where you guys been. So make sure you give us some love, man. Like I said, we hope everybody have a happy Thanksgiving as we turn the season over to Christmas. I love Christmas. I love to give, but I love to receive too. But like I said, Coach, another great show, man. Appreciate what you do. Like I said, with all the graphics, folks, I'm telling you right now, he's graphic king. He knows when I call him, he just says, Tony's Graphic Show, can I help you? But Coach, anything else before we close it out?
No, good luck to the teams that are playing. I mean, like I said, we picked 10 games. I know that everybody's game is important, so good luck in your games. They all matter, and
they do. They
be
do
safe. And if you're traveling, if you're out tomorrow, know what the weather's going to be like. So get down and hoop. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. We need everybody to like and subscribe, man. It helps us with the things that we're trying to do here with Oklahoma High School Girls Between the Lines, man. I know he had a young lady on today from PC North, so everybody that's her teammate from high school to AU, give her some love. Watch her show, man. Just a freshman that loves to eat pie. If you haven't got a chance to watch the episode, watch all the episode, man. I love the one with Hibble, a young lady that speaks really, really well. So make sure you catch that one too. A great speaker, and Miss Hibble. Know she's gonna get a chance to go play some college ball. I know she's fighting 2 ACLs, and she's come back strong, man. Got a chance to watch her play up close as we scrimmage them. So looking forward to seeing what she can do this year, man. Hope she gets to a school of her choice because she's a great player, and just not even just a great player, but just a great role model overall, though. But Coach, I gotta find the music. Do you know which one it is? There it is. I got you. I was teasing you, Coach. I was teasing you. I had it all the time. Well, folks, we appreciate you. As always, Oklahoma High School Girls Between the Lines with my man, Coach V, as he get ready to go get his. He's ready to go get his show going. Class 4A as the Harris Panthers take on tomorrow night. They travel to Clinton, Oklahoma, as they get ready to take on them for their first game of the season. And the Colorado Titans, as my baby girl takes on her first high school game. As a dad, I'm excited to see what she can do. Hope she can help the team in any way because it's all about the team, not about my baby.
Yeah, hey, Jessica, you got a tear in your eye.
What did you say, Coach?
I'm going to ask Jessica if you got a tear in your eye. Don't be lying.
I'm going to be sad a little bit. You know what? We're going to take care of business, man. She works too hard. Never going to let nobody hold her down. She's going to keep, keep a smile on the face, man, Coach. That's what we do over here. We keep smiling. Like, I love it what Gabe said, Coach. Either you love my daddy or you hate him. And that's just real true, Coach. That makes my day when I can say that. But, Coach, I love you. Good luck to you tomorrow. Safe travel. We'll catch you next time. Put us on the cover, Coach. We out. Oklahoma High School Girls Between me and Coach V. We'll catch you next week or sometime this week on Oklahoma High School Girls Between the Lines. See ya!
We'd like to thank the following sponsors: Above the Line Hoops, Prep Girl Hoops, Keep It 100, and for the latest in high school girls basketball action, check out the podcast on YouTube at Oklahoma High School Girls Basketball Between the Lines.